to push it harder. G-Riders is the rap group that's hotter than cooking lava. I'm feeling real good, on this beat about to kill good. Picked up the microphone so I could
push it real good.
Now pay attention as I just annihilate the track. Getting this paper back, ripping and raping rap. Taking a trophy like Kobe Bryant and Lakers got. Album about to drop like your pops with an aching back. I'm slick with the rhymes, metaphors is just real ruthless. G-Riders is fire, pay attention, it's real music. No hospital ties when I say this an ill movement. The greatest rapper alive is what I'ma kill proving. G-Riders winning, you can't admit it, you still losing. We stacking paper like facts and paper and still moving. I'm feeling real good, on this beat about to kill good. Picked up the microphone, now I'ma push it real good. Pushing harder. It's G-Riders. Pushing harder. Pushing harder. Pushing harder. Pushing harder. It's G-Riders. Pushing harder. Pushing harder. Pushing harder. Push it real good. 24/7 is when I push it hard. I'm on my grind every day, 365 till I'm living large. Money moving slow. Damn, I'm tired of seeing my family starve. I don't wanna do it, just might land me in that prison yard. So I refocused my time and made it to a grind. I'm writing on a piece of paper, thoughts that's coming from my mind. You dealing with a new breed of MCs, the G's a different kind. Whatever these rappers got, I'm pushing hard just to make it mine. If you ain't respecting my grind, you can get the fuck. You can roll out, but I bet your girl wanna stay with us. On my grind every night, on my grind every day. G-Riders is pop.
Hey, we got the hottest thing in heels right here. Tune in every week for the We Be Swangin' Show with B. Swangin Webster.
actually came back after last week. I'm a little sober. I don't have any glasses. But I have cups. I have cups, people. Yes. I have cups, and I have Malibu this week. Malibu Black. That is my favorite drink. I promise not to drink the rest of the bottle because, okay, we ain't going to talk about what happened to the beginning of the bottle, but, I'm not going to drink the rest. I'll drink the rest when I get home today. Today, I have with me Lady Gemini. Say hi.
Hi.
This is my girl. She's my assistant. She's helping me out today. And today we have a great show. Today we are going to have Larry Matthews, who is a author and writer and podcaster. And a little later on in the show, we're going to have Renee Flagler. I've had an exciting week. Truly exciting, but the first, the song we paying homage to Michael Jackson 5 years ago today. He died. I can remember actually where I was.
5 years.
I was actually at work, saw the CNN breaking news, and I ran down the hall to the library, and I was like, oh my God, turn on the television. And it was like, get out of here. That's not true.
Right.
Okay, so it was true, but then it was like I was mesmerized. I was like the sun. I couldn't look away.
It doesn't seem like it's been 5 years.
I know, 5 years, like really 5 years. And, apparently Paris, the daughter, is, she's off somewhere going to school. And Blanket and the other young man, Prince, they're, private school honor roll. So, his kids turn out well. And he's made more money dead than he has alive. He was, $100 million in debt, and now he's made $600 million.
What did Biggie Small say? You're nobody until you die.
So, well, okay, so look at here, people. I want to be somebody right now. I don't want to wait till I'm dead. But just in case, just remember, B. Swangin was here. So just say, that I was here. So also, I need to tell you about Jordan down at BMW of Alexandria. I went to her on Monday and test drove the 335xi, people. Lord, I'm just telling you that car has it all. It had heads up display, and it was crazy. I was like amazed. I was like, I don't have to look down at the dashboard. I was like an airline pilot. Now I suffer from motion sickness, so that was a little hard for me. To remember that the
with the little car in the middle.
Yeah, that the car was in the middle, and that the speedometer was up, ahead of me. And I was like, wow, I got kind of mesmerized by that, almost had an accident. But Jordan, she, ever the professional, she told me, make sure you remember that the speedometer is heads up. So I was like, okay. But
so it's actually on the windshield?
It's in the windshield somehow. I don't know how to do it. It looks like it's at the beginning of the car. That's how it looks. So I'm telling you, it looks like it's on the hood of the car. So it was crazy, but it was a ball. So, shout out to Jordan down at BMW of Alexandria.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, Jordan. Hey, girl. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But like I said, today I have Larry Matthews with us. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about him. And he is the author of 8 novels. He has a series of quote-unquote Charles. The character, I believe his name is Charles, but we're going to get more into that. He is an award-winning George Foster Peabody in excellence for broadcasting. He won that award as a broadcaster. And he took on something that a lot of authors wouldn't do, but we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So when we come back, we're going to have Larry Matthews on the phone with us.
Okay.
Join author Larry Matthews on WLVS Radio with B. Swangin Webster today as they discuss his writing and also other projects he's...
Larry, can you hear me? Oh, yeah, I know. It might have been... okay. I couldn't really hear you at first, but I think we got it all situated now. So how are you doing?
Wonderful. I'm great.
Great. Today I have with me Lady Gemini.
Hi, Larry. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How you doing?
Good. I'm B's assistant.
See, it's good to have an assistant. I moved up in the world, Larry.
Yes.
I see that, yeah. Well, I got these emails from someone listed as your intern.
See? So, hey, you never know. We have the ghost intern, and now I have an assistant. So, you never know who's going to be sending you an email,
right.
Larry.
We got all bases covered here. All bases.
So, I was telling everyone that you have a series of books that's Charles books. Now, can you tell us a little bit about those books?
Yeah, there are actually 2 Charles books. They're about the same guy at 2 different points in his life. They're not thrillers, they're not mysteries, they're character-driven novels. The first book, Healing Charles, is about him. It's his coming-of-age story. Ah. He grows up in the rural South, kind of up in a backwoods area. He has a special gift that he's really not too enthusiastic about. It's a little bit of a mystical tale. He has the gift of healing. He can lay hands on people and heal them, but he's a young man. He really doesn't care about that. He cares about things young men care about. So
yeah, which is what, girls and what, having fun?
Well, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, he leaves the backwoods and he makes his way to San Francisco, and it's his kind of adventure. It's a story of this guy kind of reaching out and finding the world, and it ends on a very happy note.
Good. We like happy endings.
Yeah. Well, the second book is called Saving Charles, and that's his midlife crisis. He's about 50 years old, and things have not gone well for him. He finds himself, at middle age and wondering, whatever happened to him and life, and so he sets out on yet another journey in Saving Charles, but this time it's a series of bad decisions, and it goes from one bad decision to another. So those are the stories there. People like the kind of novel. It's about a person struggling with life in general and the things that happen. They might like the Charles books. Okay, so and you also have a Butterfly Knife, which is a thriller or a mystery. It's a thriller. Butterfly Knife and Brass Knuckles are the first of the Dave Haggard thrillers.
Okay.
And I'm writing Detonator, which is number 3 now.
So are they're a series grouped together?
I was a broadcast journalist for many years.
Right.
And Dave Haggard, our protagonist, is a broadcast journalist. He's a street reporter in Washington. And in my 35 years in the news business, I did a lot of stuff. I was in management, and I was a producer and an anchorman and stuff like that. But what I really liked is being a street reporter in Washington, D.C. It's just, you just see a lot of things. You meet a lot of very interesting characters. And it's given me a lot of material to use in these books. And so that's what Dave Haggard does. He's a street reporter in Washington. In Butterfly Knife, he gets caught up in a story about a homicidal priest. And in Brass Knuckles, we get into some Washington-type stuff about a crooked member of Congress and a hitman who's kind of a confused veteran, and those kinds of Washington things.
Okay, so I know for myself that you undertook making an audio book. How long did it take you to do that?
Well, I'm trying to do as many of my books as possible as audiobooks, given my background in broadcasting. It's not hard to do, given today's technology, and it's certainly not as expensive as it might have been 20 or 30 years ago. But there is a ramp-up time. You do have to kind of figure out the sound quality. I am using a company called ACX, which is a primary producer and distributor of audiobooks. They put them up on Amazon and iBooks and just the normal audiobook outlets. They have audio standards, obviously, and you have to learn to meet those standards. So the first one probably took me 2 or 3 months, and most of that time was learning how to make it sound right.
Okay.
And the other challenge for me was to produce a book that didn't sound like a 7-hour newscast.
Okay.
So you have to learn how to tell a story. So I think people who have a background of telling stories, maybe if you're an author, but you've read a lot to children and you're used to telling a story that way, you might be ahead of me in that game. Okay. But I got the first book out now, And I'm recording the second book, which is Butterfly Night.
Okay, that's great. So because I know that we do a lot of things together. Okay, not those kind of things together, but we're always in the same places. We go to some of the same conferences, and I know that you are involved with the Gaithersburg Book Conference now. Okay, I haven't been drinking that much. As you can see, Larry.
I like when you say that much.
And see, last week we had Moscato. This week we have Malibu Black. So since you're not here in the studio with us, I had to pour double, so I had to drink your share.
Oh, wow. I'm over here canning drying it.
See, yeah, she canning and drying it up. So, realistically, I had to drink 2 people's share plus my own. So that's how that had to work out.
She'll get that in the next.
Right, exactly.
Next round.
Right, see? And, it's all about making everybody think it's a party up in here. Because, you know what? I forgot to turn on the disco ball. But, that'll be next week. I'll give them a break with the disco ball. Maybe that's what threw me off last week when I broke my glass. Because, as you can see, I paper cupped it today. Well, not paper cup, but it's the blue Solo cup.
Yes, it's a non-pay week.
Yeah, right. So, Larry, tell us, I know you're all over social media. Tell us what your Facebook and Twitter handles are so people can find you.
Well, my website is larrymatthews.net. You don't want to go to .com. That's a Larry Matthews who's a real estate agent. So you want to go to larrymatthews.net.
Yeah, unless they think they want to buy a house, then they can go there. But if they want to buy a book, they need to come to you.
I think he's in Indiana or something.
Well, they might be relocating.
And my Twitter handle is Larry Matthew. Lawrence Matthew with no S because I ran out of space there, and my Facebook is Larry Matthews Author. It's just Larry Matthews Author, and it'll turn up there. But if you go to the website larrymatthews.net, all the links are there. Information about my books. There's a sample of the first audio book, and actually there's a sample of the Butterfly Night.
Oh, great!
As well. That will be out probably in about a month or so, the audio version of that.
Great. So, thank you for joining us today. Next time you're going to have to be in the studio and you just tell me what your favorite beverage, what your favorite adult beverage would be, and we'll make sure we have it, even if it's just soda or tea or because I even have because I think ahead. I actually bought crackers. I don't have cake today, but I bought crackers and cheese, because sometimes you gotta hurry up and get that, get it out of your system before you take to the roads.
Well, 35 years on the air, and I can tell you that not once did I ever have an adult beverage before I went on the air.
Well, this will be your first. So I will be your first, Larry.
Who knows what could happen?
Exactly. Anything can happen on the We Be Swangin' show.
I guess so.
Well, thank you for joining us, and I will talk to you soon.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on your program.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
Oops. So, as you can see, I have some great author friends. Larry and I go way back. When I say way back, I mean like a couple years. So, but young people nowadays, they say way back, and that's like a year. Because I asked someone if they knew what a record was, and they was like, "What's that?" And I'm like, really? I'm not that old. I am not that old. Okay, I'm a little old. And this morning I was feeling way old. I think I was making that groaning noise. You know how old people make that groaning noise when they get up? They be like, ugh. I found myself doing that this morning. I'm like, oh my God, I'm old. I am officially old.
No. You just lightly seasoned.
Lightly seasoned? Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Lightly seasoned. I like that. Like collards?
Yes,
like
lightly seasoned.
I like that. So I am lightly seasoned, people. Lightly seasoned with a kick. So the kick is in this cup. So I'm seasoned with a kick.
With a little spice.
There we go. And see, I don't like hot stuff, but I don't drink this.
Well, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Well, see, sometimes you got to be hot and spicy.
Hey. Hey. That's Lady Gemini right here.
Exactly.
You never know what you're going to get.
Gemini, be swanging. See, you never know what you're going to get. It could like a box of chocolates. You don't know which one of us you're going to pick up and what it's going to taste like. Oh, now, okay, see, I done already took it to a raw rating when I say it tastes like, but I'm just saying it's grown folk people. Oh, chocolate. Okay. See, I don't really like chocolate, which is very odd to say because people are like, what do you mean you don't like chocolate? I'm like, okay, I don't like chocolate in the sense that I will eat M&Ms. Now, okay, yes, those are chocolate, but technically they're not because they're so tiny, so you can't categorize it.
The regular plain?
Just the regular plain
M&Ms?
Okay. You know, so I will eat the hard shell off first, and then I'll let the other part dissolve in my mouth. So, you know, like it's a mini Hershey's Kiss.
Yes.
That's what I look at it as.
Just a little chunk. Yes.
Yeah, just a little chunk. Okay. Just a little chunk. I like that. A little chunk of chocolate, people. I like little chunks of chocolate.
She likes them in little spurts.
I like them in little spurts.
Yes.
And now I was listening to the Christina Payne show. She was on earlier here on listenvisionlive.com. She was on earlier and she was talking about the guy, the light-skinned guy with the blue eyes that, you know, he was robbing people. And he's gone viral.
Yeah.
And
I've
I'm
seen
thinking,
his picture on
you know
Yahoo.
What? Everybody, like all these women are looking at his picture and I'm thinking, yeah, he's cute and all, but I have to have one hand on him and one hand on my purse because you not. I'm gonna be like an old woman that got the purse in the bed with her. You know, just put it like right by the pillow so that if I roll over, I better feel that purse first.
You sleep with that joint up underneath the pillow.
There you go, like and one hand under the pillow so I can always hold on to it. You know, most people
wrap your arm around the strap.
See, you know, see. You know exactly.
Not that I ever had to do that.
Really? Not that you ever had to do that?
No, I've never had to do that. I'm just saying. I'm just co-signing.
People. Okay, she co-signing on something that I really have no clue about. I mean, because, I might know something about it, but not a whole lot. Because, you know, if a man look a little sideways at you, it's like, okay, he cute, but does he have the tendency to might want to steal my money? I don't know. Hey, he can look at my purse. He can grab my purse if he wants to. He going to bring it right back and be like, here you go, sister. I'm going to give you a couple dollars because you look like you need it.
Right.
So, you know, you ain't going to get much if you take my purse. You're going to get a backache because I got everything in there. I got, you know, I'm like my mother now. I found out that I'm like my mom.
Okay.
My mom has a drugstore in her purse.
Oh, you opened that door.
Oh, my God. Yes. I mean, I am like that now, though. I'm like that, really. You
hear it shaking?
But I'm like that now. Anytime you need something, people will come to me. Hey, you got a safety pin? I'm like, oh, you know I do.
Right.
You know, because my mother always told me keep a safety pin on the inside of your clothes because you never know what will happen.
Yes.
You know, so I keep one or two. You know,
I find the older I'm getting, the bigger the bag I have to have.
The big purse. I'm into the big purse. See, these young folks don't know anything.
They don't
about
know
a big
anything
purse.
about it.
They think the big purse is to go to the buffet.
Yes.
That ain't what the big purse is
it's
for.
not.
People, the big purse is for all those essentials that you forget to put on when you're at home.
Not just for you.
Not just for you, but
for everybody in your circle.
And everybody in your circle, because you know you all got that ashy friend.
Yes.
That you got to have 2 kinds of lotion for.
Yes.
You got to have Vaseline for some.
Yes.
Jergens for other. You got to have deodorant. You got to have 2 brands because some people, you know, need
roll-on and the
hyperallergenic.
solid.
Exactly. And then you gotta have, you know, I even found that you gotta have the little tube of foot powder because, you know, some people, they just don't, you know, they kick their shoes off underneath that dust and they be like, wait a minute, let me give you some powder. Let me give you some powder. I'm gonna need to help you out. I'm gonna help you out with that. I'm gonna help you out there. Now, I don't have that problem because as you can see, did you see the shoe cam people? Now, you thought it was a joke. You thought that it was gonna be a one-time thing. Oh no, Eric, he has hooked me up with the shoe cam. He gonna hook me up every week with the shoe cam. So every week, that means I gotta go shopping because I think I'm gonna run out of my shoes soon.
Yes.
So
we're gonna work that out.
Any reason to go shopping for shoes, you know, and I'm all down for a bargain. So I'm looking for a shoe sponsor. I just need a shoe sponsor. I will wear as long as the heel is higher than 4.5. I will wear the shoes. You know, because you know sometimes you got to do some work with the heels on the floor.
Yes.
I'm just saying. Yes. You know, most of the time they don't touch the floor, but I'm just saying that in this case they will. They will work for the shoe cam people, and then you know they'll go back and
eventually they will always touch the floor.
Exactly. And I want to give a shout out, and I'm only going to say his name. I call him Handsome. And I told him I was going to give him a shout out, and I wanted him to know that I was going to shout him out. And so when I talk to him later, he better know at exactly what time I shouted him out. What time is it? It is
4:23
p.m., Mr. Handsome. So if you are listening, you better remember that time.
Wednesday, June the 25th.
There you go, June 25th. Don't worry, I'll remember. Oh, see, Eric will remember for us. Eric, Eric, I will bring you something next week. See how Eric is?
Thank you, Eric.
See, he hooks me up. See, he's not only a board operator, he is a calendar.
Yes.
He is my built-in Wednesday calendar.
Okay.
So see, I didn't have cake for you, but I have some crackers, Eric, and I have some cheese. So, I don't know if you into cheese. I have different kinds. I don't eat the spicy cheese. So if you like spicy cheese, you are more than welcome to have it. So, hey, you buy the pack and it has 4 kinds in there, and it's like, there's always one that you don't eat.
Of course.
Now, don't touch the Gouda, Eric. You're not gonna get the Gouda cheese because that's my favorite. I will eat that.
Okay.
But I'm a Gouda girl.
I started to get into different things like that.
Yeah,
and Gouda is really good.
And Gruyere, oh my gosh,
haven't tried Gruyere yet.
Okay, let me just tell you, people call me a little bougie. Okay, when it comes to cheese, I am bougie as they come because I will eat cheese and eat grapes and sit around in high heel shoes all day long. Might not be nothing else that I'm sitting around in, but I'm gonna have grapes, cheese, and high heel shoes on. So, just to be prepared, people, if you come to my house at any time after 8 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get some cheese, some wine, and some high heels. That's what you're going to get. That's what you get.
Right. See?
So, our next guest that's coming up, and I hope she's listening right now. Our next guest is Renee Flagler, and I met her probably 3 years ago. And it was so funny because when I met her, she was getting ready to do a reading at a friend of ours event called the Readers Rock Weekend. Okay. And it's where a whole lot of readers come together and a lot of authors, and they do readings. And she needed a copy of her book, and she forgot her book. She downloaded her own book on her Kindle.
I know that's
right.
And
she was like, if I don't buy my own book, who will? And she was just as fabulous, and that's how she became known. She is Miss Fabulous. Her name is Renee Flagler, and she is a phenomenal author and entrepreneur because she does a thing called Leap for Ghana, where she took a trip over to Ghana, and I'm gonna let her explain that. But she took a trip over to Ghana, and now she raises money for these schools and for development over in Ghana. And it's like, I want to do that. I want to do that, but I'm too scared because I'm too scared that a lion or a tiger or something's going to, come and get me. Because, that's why I won't go on a cruise. See, I won't go on a cruise because it will become the Titanic. I believe it'll become the Titanic if I get on a cruise. So I figure as long, hey, you laughing, but
you think you had that type of luck?
All them people, I was going to go on a cruise last summer.
Was it that particular cruise?
I don't know if it was that particular cruise or not, but it just goes to show you that you can never be too prepared. And if I would let me tell you something, people. If I was on a cruise and didn't have no water, no bathrooms, okay, I am resourceful. Didn't I tell you I carry a big bag? Purse? I carry a big purse. And always in the big purse, it's a diaper. Now I have grandbabies, so I always have a diaper.
I understand.
I might have been on that cruise, people. I ain't gonna tell you what might have happened with that diaper, but I wouldn't have been one of them people that wouldn't have been able to go to the bathroom. That's all I'm saying. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. And cheers to that, people. So I want to tell you about another author friend, Austin Camacho. He has a book coming out. And he used to be in broadcasting. And he did my opening for me. I was like, I need some openings. I need to be cute. I need to be, professional.
Right. Always representing.
And so, I couldn't really be professional because every time I did, I was like, oh, girl, we be swanging. And he was like, okay, you need to be a little bit more professional than that. So he did some intros for me, and I thank him so much for doing that for me because, I didn't have to pay him. So whenever you can get something for free.
Thank you, Austin. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Austin S. Camacho. See, that was my professional voice.
Yes.
See, that
was nice.
See, that was my professional.
That was nice.
I'm going, make sure everybody can hear that I can be. Yeah, I'm going places, people.
Yes.
I don't know where I'm going. And let me tell you, remember I talked to you and I said I'm there?
Yes.
How about, some construction? And I was in the far lane and I couldn't get over. And let me tell you, these people in D.C., Now, no wonder we number 5 in the nation for worst drivers, because they saw me trying to I put my light on. I put my flasher, my blinker on.
Which is a rare commodity to use.
Exactly. I used the blinker. I was being legal.
That's very rare.
I put my blinker on two blocks before I knew I needed to get over, because I'm trying to get over. I'm trying to allow people the opportunity to see me trying to get over. Do you know these people would not let me over?
No, you got to bogart your way over.
Well, see, I was driving a Mercedes and I didn't want to bogart. Because, you know, some people, they don't care. They be like, we hitting you.
Hey.
I ain't got the BMW yet. From BMW of Alexandria, I don't have it yet.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got to keep on driving what I
understand,
have
but if they want to hit it, then they want to pay for it.
That is true. Now, see, next time I know, because I'll just fall right out the car.
And then the sooner they hit it, the sooner you can go to Alexandria and get your BMW.
That's right, Jordan. Did you hear that? I
yes.
might have to. Okay, maybe I don't want the insurance company to hear that, but I'm just saying. So anyway,
it's their insurance.
I had to make a turn. I had to make a right turn.
Okay.
Even though I didn't want to. That GPS got so turned around. I ended up, I don't even know where I ended up, but I ended up 6 blocks away. 6 blocks away. And then I had to make my way back around here. And then let me tell you something, people. If you are crossing and that little yellow hand comes up, that's like beep, beep, you know, it don't make a noise. Well, sometimes they do.
Well, yeah.
But they make the noise and the hand is flashing that you should not be walking in
across the street.
Trust and believe I will hit you, because now you're jaywalking. I have the right of way, because it was right on red. It was a right on red. And I'm trying to turn and
that's
for the woman that was
Malibu,
eating
so
ice cream on Florida Avenue, crossing over in front of me, that walked even slower.
Yes.
For you lucky I didn't hit you and take your ice cream. That's all I'm going to say.
You didn't want it.
I didn't really want it because I think it was chocolate, but, you know, I only like vanilla ice cream. But it was just the point that she just decided and saw me trying to turn, looked at me, and walked even slower.
Yes.
I'm like, really? Is she really
That's what
want to
they
walk
do.
slower?
That's what they do.
I was like, okay, that's fine.
That is what they do.
And you know, at 450 people, I do. You know, you see my soapbox, right? You see my soapbox.
Yes.
I'm getting up on the soapbox, people, because something happened to me this week that I just feel like I need to say something.
I actually got accustomed to looking forward to those soapboxes. Yes.
Yeah. See, you know, and I had took a break because everything was going so well. But then,
well, you got a soapbox then too.
Well, yeah, you know, sometimes I soapbox when everything is going well and be like,
yeah.
Hey, waving people.
Yeah.
I mean, are you tuning in, people? Are you telling your friends to tune in? Because it's Listen Live, listenvisionlive.com. That's where you should be going. That's where I am. And you should be tweeting me.
I can say that my parents, they've tuned in. My brother's tuned in. So hi.
Hi, Lady Gemini's parents and brother. Woohoo! Doesn't she look good on television?
I get it from my parents. Good genetics. See? Good genetics.
Oh, good genetics. See, I need some of that. I mean, my parents, I mean, my mom is 85, my dad is 75.
You have good genetics?
I do. I really do.
Yes.
Because, you know, when I tell people I'm 48, and yes, I said I was 48 people. Yes.
See, we don't age like that,
See, you know, I wished I looked this good at 28. I'm going to tell you. I was a little crazy looking at 28. It was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Let me not come out the house in my 20s. But I hit 40. I don't know what happened. I got an ass.
You stepped out of that soapbox.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. I got up on the soapbox. I was like, I'm looking pretty cute. I think I need to drink to that.
She's smelling herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, people. See, and like I said, I have blue Solo cups this week, but that's okay. I do have another glass in my bag just in case, you know, I wanted to get cute.
Okay.
Just in case I wanted to be cute, but I didn't know how much of the Malibu I was going to be drinking.
Well, I seen when you put it on the table.
Yeah.
Wasn't much left.
I know. Well, you know, it's been a good week, and so I had to celebrate. And nobody was celebrating with me, so I needed to just celebrate. I had to celebrate on my own. It's like, okay, well, you know, let me just, I'm just going to celebrate and just be like, hey, cheers for me. Cheers for me and listenvisionlive.com.
That's right.
Okay, and Jeremy in the back of the house. Hi, back of the house. I don't know if you're listening, but it's like, okay, I just need everybody to know
Right.
that I am happy to be on here, and every week is going to be something about books and shoes and writing.
Yeah.
So I gave you the shoe cam, so you know that's what you get for shoe cam. And we were talking to Larry. I'm waiting for Renee to call me, and I don't have her number.
Okay.
Hopefully she will get the message, and
I'm gonna send her shoot her a quick email.
Shoot her a quick email, see where she is. But you know what? I'll go ahead and do my soapbox moment right now. My soapbox moment has to do with people that say that they are your friends. Sometimes they aren't. You know, because sometimes when things are going good for you, people will be like, "Oh yeah, girl, that's good." But then, you know, the true colors come out after you start having a little bit of drinks. And then you find out some things about your so-called friends.
A drunk man speaks a sober mind.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard of that before?
Ding! Let me get the bell on that one. Ding, ding. A drunk man,
whether it be woman or man, speaks a sober mind.
We're gonna tweet that out right now, people, and attribute that to hashtag Lady Gemini speaks the truth, people. Because I'm telling you, it was just like, I was shocked and amazed at what she said. And then I said, you know what? Everything that I've gotten, I worked hard for.
Yes, you have.
And so I'm not going to let anybody, you know, say, oh, well, it was given to you. It was handed to you. Oh, hell no. These stilettos have done a lot of walking, people. And it has walked into some places that I really didn't want to be, but I knew being an author, I needed to be there. And so I made the path for me, and I'm hoping that I'm making that path for somebody else. So for all you jealous, and I'm not going to call you the name that I used when I was talking to her, but you know what it is, people. For all of you people, watch these stilettos walk away from you as I succeed. That's
these
all I'm going to say.
Made for walking.
I know, right?
And that's what they're going to do. One of these days, these stilettos gonna
walk all over you. Okay, now see, I haven't had enough drinks to finish the rest of that song, but you get the gist. If I knew the rest of the words, I'd be singing the whole thing.
Absolutely,
I'd be singing the whole thing.
That's the most important part right there.
Right, that's the important part. So just so you know, people, if you ever on Facebook and you see me on Facebook, I am the same everywhere on all my social media. I am B Swangin Webster. I'm everything that you type in B SWANGIN Swangin and Webster, like the dictionary, people. I'm everywhere. That's where I am. Watch me on Facebook because I get up on my soapbox. I talk about you, Miss Lady on Florida Avenue with ice cream, walking slow in a crosswalk with the flashing yellow hand. I get up on my soapbox and I talk about that. And I talk about successes. You know, I talk about my kids when they do well. And my daughter is getting married on August 9th.
Okay, well, congratulations, daughter.
Yeah, congratulations, Kyra and Kenny Parrish. How about she got first she had a little small budget for a wedding, and then she bumped it up. I don't know. He's from Virginia, I believe. Okay. But he gave her an extra $4,000 for her wedding. See,
can I get along?
Here's my thing. I'm going to plan the cheapest wedding possible. And pocket like $3,000 because now she has a $5,000 budget because they're getting married on the beach. So what is the expense there? Like, you know, sand. I don't think you got to truck in no sand. They get married in Laguna Beach. Oh, okay. So, you know, out in California. So first I was going to Vegas. I didn't know Vegas didn't have beaches. Should I say that out loud?
You know what? What do they need it for? What do they need a beach for?
It's hot as hell in Vegas. That's what they need beaches for.
But you're going to be gambling. You inside gambling.
That's true.
I've never been there,
losing all
but I heard
money,
all
people.
about
You're
it.
losing all of your money. But, you know, other than that, you need something. But, so she's getting married on August 9th. And there is another way that she said that, well, Mom, just change your ticket. I'm like, but I bought the ticket for July 26th. She's like, well, just change the ticket. I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm not rolling in the dough like that.
Right.
Not rolling in it like that. I mean, if I just had money that I could just throw away, I wouldn't be sitting in D.C. right now.
So She changed it. She was going to get married in where?
She was going to get married in July.
Like in Vegas?
In Vegas.
Okay.
So hence the July 29th ticket. And now she's getting married in California
with the extra
August
$4
9th. With the
grand.
extra $4. See, now she got an extra $4,000. I didn't get an extra $4,000.
But wait a minute, time out. Why isn't she paying for your ticket?
See, maybe I need to ask her that question. Hey,
Yes,
is that the ice cream man? I didn't think they had ice cream. See how
I've
quickly
seen one or two.
I have not seen ice cream
I've
man
actually
in years.
seen one across the street from where I work at the school.
Wow.
Yeah, down there by the football field.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
he was trying to get that dough. I don't blame him. And it was hot that day.
You know what? Somebody needs to have like an ice cream man concept with shoes. I'd be there every day.
I'm sitting there thinking.
Selling shoes. Like, make them a category.
Yeah.
Like the shoes I have on today, they would be like raspberry something or another. Raspberry on a stick.
Okay.
So that'd be the special of the day, raspberry on a stick. Okay, that don't sound right. Now that I think about it, maybe not raspberry on a stick. That might sound a little gross. That might sound
But the
gross.
shoes are cute, though.
Yeah, the shoes would, it would so work. It would so work. But anyway, so she has an extra $4,000. And so what I was hinting around to was, I don't have the money to, pay the transfer fee. Just go ahead and let me.
Do it for me.
Do it for me. And she was like, just pay for it, Mom. Just pay for it. But she didn't say, I'll give you.
Am I going to be reimbursed?
Right. I'm like, because technically, I was right. Because I bought my ticket as soon as you said you was getting married.
Okay.
Now, you didn't change the game and decided to get married in August. Yeah. So, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably still go out there, but it's just the whole thing of, I need her to wait.
Now that you done put it out there, and maybe she's listening on
if you're listening, Kyra McFadgen from Nellis Air Force Base.
We ain't saying no names.
We ain't going to say no names. Kyra Rayshawn McFadgen.
The whole name.
The whole government, military, U.S. Air Force
If you are
name.
listening on listenvisionlive.com, then you should have paid for your mama's ticket.
You should have paid for your mama ticket. You know your mama old and she getting senile. Her bones is creaking and moaning and groaning. Yeah, so I need that to happen. I need that to happen. So what we're gonna do is
she carried you. She carried you. Went through
all the way
labor
to the ticket agent. Wherever the ticket agent is in Las Vegas, you need to go there. Lord Jesus, hallelujah.
That's why to this day, I don't. My mother asked me to do something. It could be 9:00 at night. Can you go do this? Sure.
See, Mama Smith, you raised a good girl. You raised a good girl.
I taught her how to text, and that was the end. Oh. I don't even get phone calls anymore. I just get texts.
It's like, I need you to do.
Yes, I even started getting offended because she's texting people first and then forwarding. She learned how to forward the message.
Wow.
I was like,
I don't even know how to do that yet. Can she teach me?
Excuse me? Why are you forwarding me a message? Can I be the original,
Oh, my
text me
goodness.
first.
Wow.
She was like, I just went in order.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. So when we come back, hopefully I'll get Renee on the phone. She's trying to call and somehow we're having some kind of difficulty. But hopefully when I come back, she'll be on the phone with me.
Okay.
Join Ms. Fabulous and B. Swangin Webster in the next segment. All things shoes, books, and writing will be discussed, as well as what's next for author Renee Flagler.
And we are back. Okay, no, I don't have Renee on the phone yet because I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. I'm waiting for her to give me a number. Maybe I can call her to get her connected. I think this may be her. Is this Miss Fabulous?
Hello, Fabulous. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm sorry. I don't know what was going on with the phone. It was just being crazy.
I was like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Am I calling in? I called in. Am I calling into the phone? Am I calling into the radio? I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to work it out.
Okay. Well, Well, good. So now that we have you, just so you know, I'm drinking Malibu Dark because, you know, if you were in studio, you'd be... Yeah. Malibu Black is in the blue cup, so that's all I'm going to say to you.
I'm ready. I can handle it. I don't like chocolate either, by the way. So go ahead.
Wow. So I'm not strange. It's not
like
just
dark
me.
Chocolate. I like dark chocolate. I like my chocolate dark.
I like
drinking dark Malibu.
I know, but that ain't
so
chocolate.
like
Now,
that
if that Malibu was chocolate tasting, girl, I'd just be drinking plain coconut Malibu. I don't drink chocolate martinis. I don't drink nothing that got anything that resembles chocolate in it.
No. But I do like my dark
don't
chocolate.
Do it for me. At least like ice cream, the flavor don't do it for me. But let's put it that way. Chocolate flavors don't do anything for me.
Right, exactly. So I was telling everybody about your project, Leap for Ghana.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's my baby.
So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, absolutely. So Leap for Ghana, LEAP stands for Literacy and Literacy Empowerment Action Project. So it's focused on literacy, it's focused on empowerment. A couple of years ago when we made our quote-unquote maiden voyage over to Ghana, I was originally invited to be part of this team by Kwame Alexander, who's there in the DMV area.
Okay.
So the Queen Mother charged him with, she was newly elected to the village, and her responsibility is to help to raise the economic development of the village and things like that. And she called on Kwame, who put together a team of about 6 people who make up the now senior fellows of the organization. And we went over, and our purpose was to help further the education of the students there, because they go to school up until 9th grade, and then after that, they pretty much don't get to go any further because they have to pay for high school and they can't afford to do it.
Wow. And you know what? That's so interesting that you say that, because we got a student at the school that I work at during my day job that she had not been in school for 2 years, but she lived in El Salvador, and it was the same thing, but only in El Salvador, when you finish your 6th grade year, you have to pay for school. So this child hadn't been in school in 2 years because her parents couldn't pay for her to go to school anymore. Because it's free up until 6th grade, which is
we didn't know
shock.
that.
And see, people here, parents and children, take education for granted in the United States.
Yes.
Absolutely. So basically, they go uneducated, especially girls, because if they can't afford to send someone and they have a son, they'll send the son. And the hope is that the girls will get married and maybe be taken care of. But what ends up happening is, they don't have opportunities, and they are subject to this life in these villages in the bush where they're not able to get out of the village for any reason. They're not making money. They're not educated. They end up selling maybe water and things like that on the street to survive. So, our effort is that we go in and LEAP works directly with the schools. So we go in and we focus on literacy. We do writing and poetry, workshops with the students. We go into the schools. We bring supplies and everything from curriculum, like books on curriculum, to books that the students are able to read from all kinds of authors, and we build bookshelves. We're doing some improvements on some of the school buildings. They have unfinished school buildings. So, we're literally doing like the Home Depot Ghana style there and bringing supplies in and getting stuff done.
That's awesome.
So, it's a beautiful thing, and once you meet these young men and women, it's just like, you go into this village and they just climb right into your heart, so you just become so attached. So this is our 3rd year in this effort, and we sent our first student, which is Lydia, to school. And the thing about Lydia is she was the first person in the village to go to high school.
Wow.
And we sent her in 2012.
Go,
so
Lydia.
This year we have 12 students graduating.
Wow.
And our goal is to raise enough funds to be able to get them through their first year of school. Now, do you know how much it takes to send one of these kids to school for a year? High school is 3 years.
Okay.
So for 1 year.
For 1 year over there, probably like $1,500?
$1,000.
Really? Wow.
I mean,
we take that for granted.
$1,000 on just like
we will pay $1,000 to send our kids back to school in August and September for spending that in
For
our
3 weeks.
in the store, in the mall, buying tennis shoes and clothes, and for them going to school costs them $1,000. So we need to look at our priorities here.
You think?
Absolutely.
Man,
So we're right in the midst of our fundraising season, collecting funds, trying to get everything that we need to get these 12 students to school, and they're working their butts off. I just got an email from the principal of the middle school, the secondary school, and he was talking about how all 12 of them, they passed their exam. I mean, they are working so hard because they want this so bad. I mean, it's an opportunity that wasn't even available to them just a couple of years ago.
Exactly. So, and I know by watching your Twitter feed and your Facebook page that you just signed a new contract.
Yes, I did.
See, I'm all over the place.
I did.
So tell us who your new publisher is.
Okay, so things are happening like kind of fast these days. So my head is kind of swooning. It's kind of moving in a way that I'm just like, all right now. So I have Raging Blue, which is the book that came out in 2012.
Yes.
So Still Raging. The same publisher picked that up, and that's Sitting Bull Publication, and that will be out this summer.
Okay.
But the game changed on February 23rd when Rashonda Tate Billingsley and Victoria Christopher Murray launched Brown Girl Publishing.
Oh.
And Brown Girl Publishing, yes.
Wow.
And Brown Girl Publishing picked up Society Wives.
Wow,
So
you go. You go, Miss Fabulous. And you know what? And I remember the first time I saw you, we were at Sharon Lucas's event, the Authors Readers Rock Weekend, which is a great event. She's going to be on the show talking about her event and talking about, she's doing writing now for a local magazine, actually. And I remember that you had forgotten your book and you needed to download Raging Blue because you said if nobody buys your book, at least you will buy your book.
Got to.
And I just remember thinking she is so confident. She is so, I think that I'm confident and, fabulous at, all terms. But, sometimes you have to see somebody else to know that, you can be, out there and putting yourself in front of people and not being afraid to just be who you are. And I remember looking at you that day saying, I want to be like her. I want to be like her because she is out here, she is doing her thing, and she's not taking no for an answer. And I watch your Facebook page. I see when you and your husband have your anniversary, and I see when you're going over to Ghana. And it was like, every time you do something, I'm like, I'm amazed. And you were the very first person that when I knew I was going to have this show, you were the first person that came to mind that I said, I need to have her on. I need her to be here. So I know you come to DC every now and again. So the next time you're in DC, especially if it's on a Wednesday, hint, hint, then then you have to be in studio with us because it would be priceless. It would be priceless to sit and just be able to spend an entire hour with you.
Oh, my goodness. So let me first say that I'm so flattered. I am so flattered. And flattery will get you everywhere. But I am so flattered. But I really am. Because I think of myself as, I'm even baby girl. That's at the end of the day, that's it. So, when people tell me that I've kind of moved into some way, I'm always like kind of in awe and, just grateful and thankful and honored, like, wow, I did something to move somebody. So, trying to be like Eva and her baby girl.
Yes.
But I really appreciate that. And speaking, I'm looking at you guys sitting here on the show having so much fun. I was like, I wish I could be in the studio with them and having fun.
I know. So see, next time you plan a trip to DC, here's what you do. Next time you plan a trip to DC, then plan it so that Wednesday is your travel day so that you can get here before 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Now, as you can see, I have Malibu Black sitting in front of us, but hey, I am open to whatever, and it doesn't have to be alcohol. I don't want you to think I drink all the time. Okay, I don't drink all the time. I drink most of the time. So there is a difference there. So there is a difference. So, whatever you like, I will have, whether it be tea or coffee or whatever, it'll be here. And we will see. Last week I had a little incident with my little glass cup. So I said this week, since I was drinking a little bit harder liquor, that I go with the blue Solo cup. So blue Solo cup, is what I have right now. Plus, I didn't want to try to break the rest of I have Diva shoe wine glasses. And so I broke one last week, and I was like, okay, this week I promise not to break a glass. So that's why I'm in the blue cup this week. But, when you come, because we're both fabulous, we will have glassware. I promise not to break it. Yeah. I promise not to break it. It won't be broken all over the table like it was last week. We had icing everywhere, cake and Moscato. That's how it was last week. We was throwing a party in the studio. I don't think they were prepared for that. I really don't think they were prepared for that. But, the next time you're in D.C., try to get here on a Wednesday. I can put you up. I'll put you up. You don't have to pay for one night. I'll put you up for a night.
That's a plan. That's a plan, my lady. That's a plan.
And we will come to the studio, and because you're in DC so much, I'm sure you probably get to DC quicker than me, because I got turned around today because I had to take a detour. But I won't go into that story. I'm digressing. Mm-hmm. Let me take a little sip off there, because I think I'm still a little traumatized about it.
So when you come to DC, we can go shoe shopping. They opened a new outlet over there.
At the National Harbor?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you been to there? The harbor?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
plenty of times. Yeah.
Now they have the Ferris wheel. Is that the Ferris wheel?
Yeah, they have a Ferris wheel there.
I'm not getting on the Ferris wheel. I was just, letting you know that they have one now. I'll wave to you if you can pick me out down below. Mm-hmm. But I'm not.
I'll take a picture.
Right, I'll take a picture when you come around. When you come around, get close enough. I'll have my smartphone. I'll be like, "Cheese!" There you go.
Now, I'll get on the Ferris wheel. I got a little bit of an adventurous spirit, so especially if it's really tall. The only thing is they don't usually go fast for me. I mean, I feel like the height is a waste. If you're not going fast, it scare me a little bit, then the height is really not that interesting to me.
Okay. Don't go too slow for me.
Girl, I'm staying with my stilettos on the ground, because just getting around in them is plenty height for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's enough. It goes too slow.
So tell all my listeners where they can find you online. Like, I already know where to find you online, but where can everybody else that's over here? I know, right? My assistant is Googling you right now. She's Googling you. You're Googleable. Is that a word?
Yes. Right. Yes. That's the word of the day. Word of the day. You made it when you Googleable.
After another hour of that blue cup, I'm Googleable.
I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to put it up on Facebook and say, after an hour of Malibu Black, this is what Googleable sounds like.
Exactly.
The word of the day.
Well, I'm all over the internet. I'm a social media groupie. I stalk the social media. And as you notice, I do everything through social media.
Right.
So I can be found, first and foremost, of course, on my website, which is ReneeDanielFlagler.com. Don't forget the second L. People can't find me because they forget the second L of Flagler.
Right.
I'm there. You can find me on Twitter at Renee Swagler. I'm on Google Plus. I'm on Instagram. What other platforms do we have? I'm much on all of them. Twitter, but I do most of my interacting. I do on Facebook through my regular profile as well as like my author page.
Okay. So if you all are looking for Renee, her name is Renee Daniel with an S, Daniels or Daniel?
Daniel, no S.
Daniel, Renee Daniel Flagler. At Flagler, people. Flag. Flagler. 2 L's in her last name, people. So look her up, follow her. Look for her Leap for Ghana page and information so that you can help her get some more kids in high school. She's doing a great thing. I'm going to need you corporate people to look at Leap for Ghana, because we are doing some great things over there, and Renee is taking on a very worthy cause, and we need you to get up on that. And thank you, Renee, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I've had a blast just watching you guys. I just love it.
Well, I will be talking to you soon. And matter of fact, I'll be talking to you later on Twitter.
Okay.
All right. Have a great Wednesday. That is, you know what? It is so funny because an hour goes by so fast.
Yes.
I can't even
realize that
it's 4:57. It's like 4:57, and I just feel. I mean, okay, I did almost finish the cup. Now the cup was full.
That's Larry and mine. And your
so it was 3 people's worth of drinking here, people. I'm feeling a little some kind of way right now, but I think I can get myself home. I mean, I'll eat a couple of crackers before I go home. But I don't. I won't need no ginger ale. I'm seasoned. So if you're seasoned, then you know how to handle that
with a little bit of spice.
But thank you for joining me in the studio
for having me
this week. And everybody remember that Lady Gemini, you might be getting an email that says, We Be Swangin' Show. It will be her sending you the email. So if you get at me on Twitter, Be Swangin' Webster. Get at me on Facebook. Again, Be Swangin' Webster. Make sure you tuning into ListenVisionLive.com on WVLS. And remember, it's ListenVisionLive.com. And I will see you again next week.
And also, get out there to see Jordan at BMW in Alexandria.
Jordan at BMW of Alexandria. Hi, Jordan. And take a test drive in that 335 XI, people.
Yes.
You will be impressed. I will see you next week. And next up will be the round table.
Okay.
She told me how to cheat you for another level.